There are many things that are kind of rumbling around in my head right now for the past couple hours with the events that transpired today. I expected Biden to be inaugurated. We weren't sure if anything was going to go down, if people were going to be arrested, and granted, we still don't know if somebody has been arrested. We don't know what happens off camera. I have seen a video, can't really verify it, don't know how trustworthy the source is, but I saw a video of Nancy Pelosi being escorted by some marshals today, and a marshal is telling her to not say anything. So don't know how much weight that carries, don't know what it means, but that's there, that's out there. But I think the biggest thing that is getting me today is the whole, Trump's out of office, take down your flag, don't wear your MAGA merch, all this other stuff. And, let me hit you with the fact. MAGA started in 1980 when Ronald Reagan ran under Let's Make America Great Again. MAGA is not a person, it's a movement. Make America Great Again. It has been around since the 80s. It will continue to be around. All of us patriots will continue to rep our MAGA merch because it stands for something bigger than ourselves. It stands for, it's hope. It's hope that American can be what it was supposed to be, what it used to be, what it can be. And, I will never back down from speaking my mind. I will always say what's on my mind. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to say that, I'm disappointed that Trump's not in office. I am. But, Trump's Trump. We have so many avenues. Representative Greene from Georgia plans on filing impeachment papers against Biden tomorrow. And I gotta say, totally on board with that. I already signed a petition. I will try to find a link for that, and I'll put it in the description box below. That way everybody can sign it. But, I do have to say that if you impeach Biden, you got to impeach Harris, because if Biden goes, Harris takes his place, and we all know she's worse than Biden. But, MAGA's a movement. It's a symbol for hope. It's a symbol that America can be great, that we will make it great again, and, that goes for CAG too, Keep America Great. That's a movement, and, a lot of people don't realize that MAGA came from the 80s. It came from Ronald Reagan. I'm still trying to figure out if I like Trump better than Reagan. I've always liked Ronald Reagan as a president. He's always been my favorite, but I don't know. I think Trump may have him beat on that. Trump has done a lot of great things, Not going to say that Trump doesn't have his faults, because he does. I do disagree with him on a few things, especially this vaccine. But, he stuck to his promises. What he campaigned on in 2016, he did in the 4 years that he was in office. And I got to give him kudos, because not one president who has done that has done it. So, got to give him props for that. And, I got to disagree with Biden and his call for unity. We don't need unity in politics. As Dana Loesch said, we need civility. Because that's what it comes down to. Because we can compromise. That's what politics, that's one of the founding things. It's one of the baselines of politics, is being able to find a compromise civilly. And I think that's one of the most important things right now is, not necessarily having unity, but having civility. Because so many more things can be achieved when we're civil and respectful than when we're hostile and, disrespectful to one another. Respect is earned to a degree. You respect me, I respect you, and that goes for everything. And so I think Dana Loesch is very correct in the sense of we need civility in politics, not just unity. Because you can't reach unity until you have civility. So how do you expect to reach unity if you don't have civility? And we all know the Biden-Harris administration does not. And speaking on that administration, let me tell you what has really made me mad today. So, been combing through all this information all day in between homework and classes. And when a new administration comes into office, the old pages, the FLOTUS, the White House page, it gets archived. It gets a new name. So now it's the Trump White House. White House is an entirely new page, entirely for the Biden-Harris administration. And let me tell you, I have lost track of how many times I have unfollowed that account because I'm not following those clowns. Biden is hashtag not my president. Got to steal that from the libs for the next 4 years. Hopefully, Trump can do something, and Biden and Harris don't last that long. But I, for some reason, on my Instagram account, was automatically following this new White House account. I have unfollowed it. A couple minutes will pass. I am following it again, not of my own free will. I will unfollow it, and then Instagram somehow overrides that and is making me follow it again. Now, I did that maybe 30 minutes ago. I'll have to go and check and see if it followed it again. And it's really irritating me because, I don't know, even if I did like the Biden-Harris administration, it really irks me that Instagram automatically made me follow that page. If I'm going to follow something, it's going to be of my own choosing, of my own free will. We're not about making people do things around here. This is, freedom speaks. Let freedom be. Let people have the freedom to do and choose as they want. But that really irritates me. And, I had only come to this knowledge because an account that I follow, somebody had left a comment and said, hey, I noticed that I was following this page, the White House page. I didn't do that. Makes you wonder how many thousands of other people are. And, I went and checked. I was following it. I didn't do it. So it makes me really wonder, like she said, how many thousands upon thousands of people are following the account who are unknowing or who realized but didn't want to follow the account in the first place? Because you're telling me, man, one popular vote, he had more dislikes on the White House YouTube page for his inauguration than he did likes. You're telling me this is the people's president? This is the popular president? This is, he just won this? I mean, we all know that's not true. We all know fraud was involved. But you're trying to tell me this? He's up to, I believe, 1.1 million followers last time I checked, about half an hour ago on Instagram. And, it really just gets the wheels going in my brain. How many people are actually following him who want to follow him and not just people who were lumped in and Instagram said, we know who you are. We're going to make you follow him. Sorry, you out of luck. You can't unfollow him. So, just kind of makes me wonder. And it also makes me wonder, are you having that problem? Let me know in the comment section below if you are having the problem that I am, and apparently many others are, with the new White House account. It's just very interesting. Also, another thing I saw today, if you type in Antifa.com in your search engine, it will take you to the White House government page. I've tried that, so I can confirm that it works, and several other friends and family have. So, maybe it's changed since earlier in the day, but that is very interesting. Some people said that was Trump trying to get us a message. I don't really believe that. I'm not a big Q person. A lot of stuff they say is interesting. I do believe quite a bit of it does hold some merit, that it is true. But again, I don't see how that would really be Trump trying to get us a message, but I don't really know. I thought that was just an interesting thing to share with you guys, but I don't know. Today has been an interesting day, and I know the next 10 days and the next 100 days are going to be very important, very interesting. We need to, hold the line. We need to stay strong, and I know a lot of people are going to lose a lot of faith, and I get that. I know it's hard to stay positive. I have that issue, especially with the fact that I know what Biden is about. I know what he's going to try and do, and we don't hold the majority in the Senate anymore. We kind of saw that coming. We saw fraud happen. And, one of the biggest things that Biden wants to do, well, two of the biggest things that Biden wants to do that really, really get to me are the allowing abortion in the masses and, undoing all the stuff that Trump has done, the strides he made in the pro-life movement, and then dissolving the NRA and doing all these gun buyback programs, doing all these high taxes on high capacity magazines and all of this other stuff that is unconstitutional. And, I'll do another video on that hopefully soon and explain why all of this is unconstitutional, because a lot of people think that, gun control is very constitutional, that the government has every right to do this, that they have a right to do background checks and all this. And let me tell you, in short, it's not. It's not constitutional. Constitution, Second Amendment, we have the right to bear arms. Plain and simple, that is it. We the people carry a gun. It's none of your business who we are. Don't have a business to put taxes on crap. Taxation in general is theft. I mean, we all know that. We saw that in 1700s with the Boston Tea Party. I mean, come on, have we not learned anything in the past 200-300 years? Have we really not? Are we that dumb? Are our heads so far up our butts that we just can't learn from history? Because, you know, if we don't, we're doomed to repeat it, and that's where we are. We are repeating history, and nobody seems to care. Nobody seems to know. Nope. And I guess that's the big thing, you know, education. You know, a lot of people say that, you know, the biggest person in power right now is education, and I have to say that I agree, because we have seen so much of the brainwashing going on, and as a freshman in college, I can confirm that it only gets worse as you go on, and bias is not left out of the classroom. Bias is very, very prominent in our classrooms. We are taught, you know, what to think. We're not taught how to think anymore. And, you know, God forbid you have a differing opinion. I mean, how dare you? But, you know, it's only going to get worse from here. Hopefully it does get better. I don't think it is anytime soon. I think, you know, we're going to see it get very, very bad before, you know, hopefully we see some light to the darkness that we were seeing. But, I don't know. I could keep going, but I'm not. So, you know, let me know your thoughts on everything. Let me know what, you know, you wanted to happen today, what you thought about what happened. You know, what do you think of all these major players who are making their chess moves right now? What did you think about some of the symbolism we saw in outfits and the supposed Bible Biden swore an oath to? And, you know, those are just things to ruminate on, do some research on it, you know. Read up on your history, read up on your Constitution. A lot of people aren't doing that, but, you know, I know you patriots probably are, so let's keep the faith, stay positive, and hold the line, friends. This is your host, President-elect Arwal. Freedom Speaks.